I don't want to review protocol.
Welcome back to Mass Effect.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
I'm sorry,
Please
I don't
contact your
understand.
supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
It's not every day an operating system gives your location away to the enemy.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
And thus, the mystery
What does
reveals
Zeus Hope
itself.
have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
So I mentioned earlier that something odd was going on with the people over at Zoo's Hope. Like there was the person who was at the end of kind of like that water duct run, the water valve run, who seemed to be controlled by something else. And thus the answer to the mystery is that the Thorian is this kind of organism that's controlling everybody in the town.
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential.
Although that kind of
species
plot line kind of reminds me a lot in regards to the Fallout games post Bethesda taking control, because they kind of introduced this element that the vaults were not just sanctuaries for people from the nuclear bombs, but also kind of test areas for them to conduct different research experiments.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
Alright. So we already knew that we were going to go in here, shut down the Geth ship that was latched down to the building. But now there's that more pressing concern. And... hold on. Since he's not bothering to do anything, I will shoot you with this. And that did a lot less damage than I expected.
Looks like they're using these claws to anchor that ship to the side of the building.
The Geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
We need a way to give it a kick. Let's check the other claws. Damn things can't be perfect.
Let's approach this giant glowing orb that's filling
Do you think the Geth were using this one as some kind of religious temple?
filling the screen with light.
I ain't here to learn their customs.
That's something that I don't think the series has really gone into. Is that the customs of the Geth? Eventually, you meet Legion, who is this kind of splinter, rogue operative of the Geth. But I don't remember learning too much about their culture. Although I could easily say that I don't know if I talked to him that much. Oh. This area is a little bit on the claustrophobic side. Very, very narrow hallways. But let's see which way this way goes first. And then I'll try the other path. You know, my radars that I've been attaching to my gun don't seem to do much in regards to the combat scanner. Doesn't seem to be too... Oh, maybe I didn't have a combat scanner on. Let's see if that fixes it. Excellent. Alright. Let's have you guys... Excellent. The test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became volatile and recommend cutting off all further contact with the Nodacrux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. Which is very bad, because that basically just says, hey, see that Zeus Hope colony? That's... Oh, yeah, they named the Zeus Hope colony number 37, didn't they? That's 37, which implies that there are 36 others like it. And potentially more. Here's a question. Do robots need to type at computers? Like if an AI wanted to interface with a computer, does it need a keyboard? Although I suppose the AI, like, you can argue, okay, say the AI didn't build the computer.
One claw and that ship is gone. All targets down.
But this is the future. Surely these computers have some sort of Wi-Fi going on with them. They'd be able to connect remotely. Server node. I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want the samples for, or why they wanted them delivered to the Metano system. My records show nothing of interest out there. Sounds like another side quest. You find a repair ticket attached to this console. The damn door of the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower, and the safety shutoff kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm in that thing. So, thusly, I need to go between 31 and 34. So I've got, let's see, 13, 11, 17, 7, and 5. Let's see, 17 plus 13 is 30. So that's not going to do. 17 plus 11 is 28. Then 28 plus 5 is 33. So that's what we're going to do. And voila. Also, how did I get up there so quickly?
The fields will be down. We can go deal with this Thorian creature now.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of Geth and end things off with a huge crash.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few Geth inside the base.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
If I remember correctly, there is no avoiding having to kill colonists on my way back. They have been infected by the Thorian, and they will not be able to control themselves. And lacking any ability to kind of put a stop to them non-violently, the only way I'll be able to free them is through shotgun justice. Damn it. I might actually have to go through my inventory. Alright, I'm gonna just cut through that. And I'm back. I pretty much turned most of the stuff I found into Omnigel. Now, there was another place for me to go. I forgot. Oh yeah, it's up here. Anything below like rank 7, I've turned into Omnigel, and now I've got maximum allotment of Omnigel. Now, what you don't have an answer to yet is why the Krogan are working for Saren. Like, you understand why the Geth are working for Saren, because the Geth have become instruments of the Reapers. But as for why the Krogan have allied themselves, I believe that comes up later. Maybe I should heal Garrus. I'm sure he'll be fine. In the meantime, let's get out of here. Alright, this is the shield that deactivated.
There you
Ah, there's Lisbeth.
We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
Ah, because they were infected by the Thorian, they didn't realize they had
But why are
to
the Geth
cover
after the
them up.
Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
Okay, at what point can you say that you were innocently studying mind control? I mean, I guess if it was just an individual person who volunteered for such thing. But it's just the act of studying mind control on any level bigger than labs seems a little fishy.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
That was a really, really slow walk away. Like, I screwed up. Wah, wah. Oh, but it looks like the big fight against the Geth will likely occur in the Mako. So at least I get some firepower. And the ability to teleport. But only into Makos. Like, what if you had the ability to teleport, but it was only to kind of teleport into your car? That way you didn't have to worry about opening a door. Would that be worth it, or would you be like, I wish I could do better, more interesting teleportation, not restricted by the location of my vehicle? Doing. Yep. See, the problem with this, like, perspective-based control is that I constantly want to change the camera so I could see what I'm looking at. And I also want to drive in specific directions that are not directly related to that. I can't heal while in a vehicle. Sorry, Garrus, you're still screwed. Looks like there are some guys coming up. Possibly? They might be inside that area, but I don't care. Ah, jeez.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up? Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony.
Oh yeah, the people in the colony down here. The girl who's like, hey, you gotta help everybody. Is trying to get help, but the guy who's all about like, no, we need to keep this confidential. He's holding them at gunpoint, and he's being a jerk. Big old jerky jerk face.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
What do you think you're doing, Zhang?
Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian, or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Not enough charm to convince him to do good. Not enough menace to convince me to do bad.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on!
Oh my god. Whatever happened to his eyes there?
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's
I
my
clearly
fault.
did not shoot
I
that
knew what
person
was
in the
going on,
back.
and I didn't do anything.
Just go back to the footage.
Don't you
You'll
start.
see.
You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be a...
Oh yeah, you get grenades. You get a grenade upgrade that you can
I
use.
think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
Until you clear-
I wonder, I almost forgot about that one. Or should I say I did forget about them, and then I remembered at the last possible minute before they mentioned it. Alright, let's save the game.
Got it.
Then, nope. Don't leave the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle. And then head off to do battle with the Thorian. Whatever this creature is. Yeah, and then this dips down, and I can fight whoever is there. Yep. Good. There we go. In the end, it looks like it was up to... It looks like Commander Shepard was Zoo's hope all along.
Heads up.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Very well, Commander. Let's go.
Okay, let's see how many of the colonists I'm able to save. Ah, there's Ian Newsstand. Alright. So far, so good. I used one grenade, took out 4 colonists. That's the deciding factor, really, is how many grenades I have versus how many colonists I'll need to subdue. Presumably all 16. Although now I guess I've got 12 colonists remaining and 6 grenades left. Although, where am I now? Okay, yeah, that's the way I'm supposed to go. Oh. I was really, really close to shooting those two in the face. And you know what? I think they need their faces for later. So it's a good thing. Let's see, there's Alicia.
We've got those cargo blocks.
Did I kill you? Is this your death pose? Or is this your unconscious pose? Okay, so it's still 16 colonists left alive. So I know I did not kill you. Ooh. And that's a fast way of also killing the creepers. Alright, I took care of that one. Is there anybody I may have missed? The answer is no, because I can still see the number. The number 16.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
You know, this would be more dramatic if it wasn't for the fact that we already knew that Shepard could have easily tossed out one of those grenades. And also, in faster time than the guy could kill himself. Also, note that there still is that 16 number. He doesn't count. And then also, take notice of the type of enemy we're going to be fighting here. It's not just going to be the Thorian creepers, but there's going to be one other type. And it actually makes sense for story reasons, which is always good. When your story is consistent to itself.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... This was not covered by my training.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
And I give you the Thorian. The Thorian, in response, gives me not a naked lady, but a lady, nonetheless. It just gestates out of its mouth there.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
I'm here to make a deal.
Saren. Something I need.
I can't offer you anything, but I'm just gonna take
Those
things.
who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will be
And then I have to shoot something. Forget what. Oh, yeah, that opens up. And
Command.
yeah.
There's some kind of growth here that's definitely different.
I have to shoot the nodes that attach itself to the wall.
Those and it's in trouble.
Interesting, although here's the thing, though. It can generate these Asari clones. That I understand. It can recreate clothed Asari clones. That I still fairly understand. What I don't understand is it can create weapons for the Asari to use. It can replicate complex machines, unlike the T-1000, which can only make knives and stabbing weapons. Like, are those plant-based guns that it's using? And I'll use some Metagel because I'll probably get more here. If I had to guess. No, I did not. I guessed incorrectly. But I've got a ton of Metagel, so I should be okay. Oh. That was a node lock, apparently. Oh. Also, this plant-based replica is not only capable of replicating complex machines, but its clones are also capable of biotics. Now, the simple answer to all these questions is the Thorian is an old creature. It is mysterious as it is powerful. There is no way to truly discern how the Thorian works. Although I think that's the thing in regards to these kinds of fantasy stories, is that you just have to assume it works. You don't necessarily need to know how. Which, in comparison... Oh my god, whoa. Holy crap, I'm almost dead. I have no idea how that happened. But I may have to hang back just a second. To hopefully revitalize myself. Unless I get bored, in which case I won't hang back. Like, consider the Force in Star Wars. Is the Force something that you could appreciate more, knowing that it's based on midichlorians? The answer to that is no. People were fine just believing, okay, the Force is everywhere, and it works. We didn't really need an explanation of how it works. Or at the very least, the explanation that is given is not particularly great. And I guess these guys pop up after I pass them by. Oh, nope, Thorian. Truly an epic battle of heroes standing right next to each other, firing their guns. I mean, who really needs cover? Cover's overrated. I should use my shotgun blast thingy on this person over here. Excellent. Now, eventually, I'll shoot enough of these nodes, and the Thorian will be like, alright. Yeah. You did me a good damage. You did me a solid punch to the face. I'll give you what you want. Now, where am I supposed to go now? Back down or over... Oh, yep, over this way. And these guys aren't popping up just yet. Yeah. Now, where did this one go? There we go. It's a good thing I can still do my melee attack while my weapon's over here. I never really thought about that. Actually. But this 1-2 attack, this knockdown and shotgun seems to be pretty good. Seems to be working pretty well for me. Okay, that guy, that one takes a lot of hits, so I'm just gonna get closer then. That goes done. Then I'll make you guys just stand right there. Thank you very much. Actually, you can stand deeper there.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
What do you mean?
Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Now, that power of influence, I'm not going to kind of spoil what's going on with that, but there's more to it.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren
That way
knows
nobody
you're
could
searching
follow
for
him.
Element. He knows you're following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Okay, so there's an idea there that I kind of agree with. Like, okay, to understand this cipher, you must have like brain patterns to match what the message was supposed to be delivered to. But to understand its culture helps you understand the cipher. It's a little bit vague. It's a little bit of a stretch. It's like if there was a message from today given to people from a future we could not comprehend, and they needed to understand what memes were in order to properly understand it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean.
The treasure was
The
knowledge.
cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need the cipher.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Did you catch all that? Please think about that until the next class period. There will be a test.
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
So does this mean that Commander Shepard can speak Prothean?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
You know, I don't think this ever comes up again after this game.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
But wait, what about sites 1 through 36? Or 38 and after 38? I'd be a little worried.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain. I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Okay. I guess it's time for me to ride that dusty trail out of here. And head off to the other main quest. Or actually, there was another side quest I could easily have gone to. And I still will need to actually go around the ship and talk to everybody about what just happened. So there's that. So it's not an easy exit. Or should I say an easy transition to the next stage. And... let's see, where was the ship? It's just straight ahead of me. And to the right. You know, the Thorian had its, the colonists just kind of bang on the side of the ship, but at the same time it could create clones of an Asari who could use biotics and weapons. if it really, really wanted to defend Zoo's hope from the Geth, it could easily have just made a bunch of that Asari clone. That would have been way more effective than nobody.
Commander.
And then it would have lost nothing.
Look. Pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I was just brain probed.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Did her eyes just turn white for a second there?
Hurry. We don't have much time. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
By the way, I suppose if you let your computer watch it,
Incredible.
It will die
All
in
this
7
time,
days.
All my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I'm sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
It didn't tire me out.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharaoh's report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
Very much so.
Able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Exogeny tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
I help everyone.
Human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
See, they're always there to disagree with you a little bit. They'll say, hey, you did a great job saving the colony, but if it was a different colony, you wouldn't have saved it. And eventually you'll have to make sacrifices. You have to be ready for that kind of work. You'll never get 100% gratitude from that council. Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments? You can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.